This is the Mi Home security camera 1080p with a magnetic mount. It has 170 degrees wide angle lens and it's good for outdoor because it has an IP65 rating. It also has a night vision and it's very easy to install without drilling and also setting it up. Let's check this out. What's up Xiaomi fans, Christian here, welcome back again to All About Me. So for today's video we're gonna unbox this Mi Home security camera which has a magnetic mount. And I got this from Banggood. If you do want to purchase this, I have links on the description below, you can check it out. So this is a Chinese version, so we're gonna use the China region when we're setting this up. And we have here the camera. It's pretty small and it's lightweight. And there's a short cable coming out from it, and there is at the tip there is some kind of protection if you want to put it outdoors. Alright, so let's see what else we have on the box. Okay, so we have a power adapter which is a 5 volts, 1 ampere, and we have a Chinese plug, and we also have a 2 meters cable. And apart from it, we have the magnetic mount. So this magnetic mount, you don't have to drill. It's quite easy to install. You just have to stick it on the camera itself for it to stand and for you to mount it somewhere magnetic. Or if you don't have a metallic surface to mount it, you can have the metallic plate, which also comes in the box. It has a something like 3M to stick on it. And alright, so let's check out the camera. And at the front we have the microphone and there's an LED light, and at the bottom there is an SD card slot with the reset button. So the SD card is using a micro SD card which has a maximum of 32 gigabytes capacity. Alright, so for its specs, the size, as I mentioned, it's not that big. It's actually quite handy, it's quite light. Resolution is 1080p and the lens angle is quite wide. So it's quite a fisheye. I'll show that to you later. And it has a wireless connection that supports 2.4 gigahertz and a storage function. As I mentioned earlier, it's a 32 gigabyte maximum micro SD. So we have the rated input power 5 volts, a focal length of 2.52 millimeter, and also video encoding, which is quite standard, the H.265 with the operating temperature between 0 and 50 degrees Celsius. Alright, so to set this up, you have to open the Mi Home, but for this Mi Home, I'll be using the Chinese region because this is a Chinese device, and if you're gonna use a different region, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna detect the device. It might not be listed. So it's similar to the normal way of configuring it. You just have to find the device via searching on the Mi Home app, and you just prompt it to do a step-by-step process on how to do it, and it is quite straightforward. So even though this is the region is in China, but I didn't have any issue configuring and connecting the device itself. So all the texts are in English, so it's quite easy and straightforward. So you can also name the device whichever you want it, and you can change it later. So let's explore what we can see here on the device itself. So first of all, this is like the control of that device. So if you are on the portrait mode, it's not that wide. You can actually rotate your phone if you want to see it a wide 170 degrees, and you can switch it to auto, low, or the full 1080p full HD. And apart from that, we also have other functions, you can put a camera to sleep. You can listen to the other end of the camera if you want to listen to whatever it is picking up at the end of the camera. You can listen to your phone, and also you can do a recording. So this will store directly to your phone memory, and you can change the image video quality And you can also do a two-way conversation by pressing on that telephone green icon. And you can also set up a home surveillance. What it does is that it will notify you if there will be any movement on the angle that you set the camera, and it will send you a notification to your phone. And if you use a micro SD card, these are the lengths of recordings before it overrides your data. And you can also subscribe for a cloud storage. So this is directly to the Xiaomi cloud, and the pricing are there, and it is quite cheap if you ask me. It's only 12.9 per month for 7 days. That is in Chinese yuan, which is only less than $2 every month. And if you do subscribe for that Xiaomi cloud, you'll have the option to turn on the facial recognition. So you can set that up only if you're subscribed to the Xiaomi cloud. If you're not, then it's not gonna work. And other features we can check out on the camera itself. Let's go to the camera settings, so you can on and off the status light if you don't want to disturb you in that. And you can also have the like other settings, like the image. You remove the timestamp. You can do those settings, and also the night vision. So by default, it's auto, so it auto switch for you night vision to the normal mode, and you can do a time-lapse recording using this camera. There's a feature on that inside the camera settings. And if you do want to monitor something at all times, you can actually activate the pop-up version of the video, which you can just stay out of the Mi Home app, and you will display still, or the video will still be running on the background. And you can also have a broadcast message, and there's so much things that you can do on this Mi security camera, which is quite standard to the other Mi Home security camera. And but best of all, this camera is very affordable. You can check out the link on the description below. It is amazing how much this camera is. You can do check it out. It's on promotion as well. Alright, so much for that. Let's check the samples that I've taken using this camera. And let's start with the outdoor footage that I have. It's still pretty clear, even though it's just using with street lights. And this is in the afternoon, late afternoon, or actually evening, 7:30 in the evening. It's still pretty clear. And this is the night mode indoors. And you will also have the indoors, which is just the normal mode. Alright, so it's still pretty clear. So the 1080p is pretty good. And it's very easy to install. You just have to stick it to a metallic surface and you're good to go. Alright, let's now go to the pros and cons. Starting with the pros. So it's lightweight, it's easy to install, and it has a crisp video for both night and day. Get to have AI face recognition if you subscribe to the Xiaomi cloud. And for the cons, the cable is quite limited, and there is that distorted sound picked up by the microphone. So let me know what you think and leave them in the comments below. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you on the next video.